Hello and welcome everybody. Today I'm here with the cheapest in Logitech's lineup of mechanical keyboards. This is in their gaming lineup. It's also a TKL keyboard. This is called the G413 TKL SE. Now we're going to take a look at this keyboard here. We'll show you the typing experience. We'll talk about the specs, what features this brings to a really budget-oriented mechanical gaming keyboard for most gamers. If you're not into spending two, three, four, or even more hundreds of dollars on a gaming keyboard, want to just get into that mechanical experience or want to get into this hobby and kind of experience what a gaming or a mechanical keyboard has to offer, this could be a great entry-level model for you. So this one is from Logitech. So we'll look at this keyboard. Does this offer enough of a value proposition for most gamers or everyday enthusiasts or enthusiasts of mechanical keyboards? The connection is wired only. For $50, you're not going to get a multi-mode keyboard here, which allows you to connect with Bluetooth, a Wi-Fi dongle, and USB, of course. If we take a look around the box here, there's not much to look at. It's a very nondescript kind of box for a very basic and a budget-oriented product, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you get a budget feature set here. So in addition to the tactical mechanical switches tuned by Logitech, you do also get backlighting. However, because this is a more budget-oriented offering, you're only going to have the white LED backlight here. We do have 6-key rollover with anti-ghosting. So hey, if you're gaming, a few of those keys here, mashing a few of those buttons, you should be able to get away with most gaming sessions with. And we've got a black brushed aluminum top alloy case here with PBT keycaps in a $50 mechanical keyboard from Logitech. I don't think you could ask for any more, and it comes with a 2-year limited warranty. Hey, that kind of rounds out the very nice offering here. So let's unbox this quickly. The keyboard up front here, and I believe there is, the cable is tucked away under here. It's a standard USB Type A cable, so no, nothing gonna be very magical here. You got a nice Logitech G branding here. It's nice to see that. You also get a nice metallic Logitech G, which is embossed here. So to give it a little bit more styling, let's throw away this box. Let's remove the keyboard. And we'll look at what else is included here. We also get some paperwork. I guess this is warranty information, looks like it. Yep, safety and warranty information. Goodbye. We get a Logitech G sticker for those of you who are sticker enthusiasts or have got kids who love to play with stickers. Let's toss that aside. And finally, we've got a G413 TKL SE guide. So let's give you a closer look to that here. Yep, some nice handy dandy shortcuts. Nothing on the back here, just some Logitech G branding. So let's put that aside. Let's toss this box aside as well. All right, now, so let's talk about this keyboard itself. So as Logitech states, this is a metallic aluminum top plate. And we've got very nice here PBT printed keycaps. They are not double shot PBT. Logitech doesn't state that. I'm assuming these are single shot, because if they're stating they're PBT keycaps, you would almost always want to state that they are double shot if they are. So I'm going to assume that even though they are PBT keycaps, Logitech shorted us a little bit here. Instead of giving us double shot PBT, it's just standard PBT. But let's try to pull one keycap off here. The print, I believe, could have been a little bit better. It is a little bit hard to see like this, but they're basically shine through keycaps. So if you look here, you can see that they're hollowed out and the light kind of shines through here for the escape key as an example. And they've got these nice MX style stems. We've got these brown tactile switches here. They sound pretty decent. We'll give you a quick typing test and a sound test in just a moment here, but let's have a look around this keyboard. So pretty much a standard TKL keyboard. I believe this is the greatest form factor for most people who need a keyboard at their desk. There's no reason to have more keys here unless you're a typing enthusiast, an accountant, or somebody who just loves to crunch those numbers. This allows you to shave off a few inches from your keyboard. So if you've got your mouse hand here for a nice gaming session, you can actually tilt it like this. And you've got, all of your fingertips ready for your gaming session and your fragging session. It's fairly consistent sound. I wouldn't say it's the most amazing sounding keyboard, but I think you're getting a true mechanical switch keyboard at $50. So you always got to keep that in mind here. The more you pay, the more you get. But that isn't often the case. That said, they've balanced this here very nicely. So aluminum top plate, PBT printed keycaps, removable keycaps as well. I assume you can swap them because they look like standard MX stems. And if you've got of course here the tactile brown switches on this particular version. If we look at the top here, not much, just a USB wired cable. And you can see here just from a slight use, it's already starting to fray. I'm not really rough with my electronics, but the quality of this housing certainly could have been better. So it's a little bit of disappointment there. And if we turn it around here, the bottom here is plastic. So we have a aluminum top plate, but we have a plastic housing at the bottom. This does make it sound a little bit hollow, at least as we tap on this here. I guess it's pretty much par for the course for this price segment. We do have some rubberized feet here to make sure it doesn't glide off of your desk quite easily. And once you have this flat on your desk, that's actually pretty sturdy unless you're really tugging at this or pushing it around on your desk. We also have these feet here for elevated position to angle your typing experience. They're single position only. There's no multiple positions here. But if we pop these open, you can see here that they do give you a decent amount of height. So putting it here will give you a more ergonomic experience, and you can surely type away without having too much issue there. So let's get this plugged into our laptop. We'll get this powered on, give you a sound test, and then a typing test, and finally we'll wrap it up with our conclusions here on the Logitech G413 TKL. All right, we've got this plugged in here. So as you can imagine, being a very budget-oriented offering here and a USB wired keyboard, you do get this nice white backlight here. You don't have to worry about battery life. That is certainly a nice thing. You have some indicators here which are nice and bright. So we have a caps lock here, and then we also have a scroll lock, although I'm not quite sure how to activate the scroll lock because there's no scroll lock key, of course, here. So if you look at the backlight and the way it shines through here, I think it's fairly acceptable. In most lighting conditions, you're going to be able to see this quite easily. You won't have any issues with being able to see the backlight. It's nice and bright. And if we look at these top row of keys here, these ones I was talking about, the function keys, they also have these legends printed on the side of the keycaps facing towards you, so the south side. So as you're sitting here typing, you can easily see what those shortcuts are. That said here, the light does shine through. You can see here, but it's a little bit difficult to see here at this angle. But the light does shine through around the keycaps a little bit here. They are not as well sealed, I would say, as I've seen on other Logitech keyboards. I like the feel of this keyboard. I like that it's fairly light, but not too light that it feels it's going to bend. There's really no torques or torsion here, and I can really riff on this thing. So it's going to be solid. It's going to handle some abuse. As you can see, mine has certainly gone through some level of abuse here. But the weight is about 650 grams, so maybe half a kilo, a little bit around a pound or so. It's not too bad. Certainly not as heavy some of the other heavier keyboards where they have a bottom, where they have a aluminum plate as well as a aluminum bottom cover or chassis. So you're not going to get that type of niceties here. That said, though, with all of the key features here, or the core features that are necessary, I think, in a mechanical keyboard, they're all present here. Now, being that this is also a budget offering and the most entry-level mechanical keyboard in Logitech's lineup, you're not going to get any software tuning, macros, or any of that type of stuff with this. No software is required, just plug and play and off you go. Being that this is the most budget-oriented offering in Logitech's set of keyboards, in particular in their gaming keyboard lineup, I think this is a pretty good offering here. If you look at the current sales that are happening due to Black Friday, $69.99 currently reduced to $50 US. I think this is a fantastic price for you to get into this keyboard. If we look at our Canadian counterparts here, we do get a little bit of a tough end of the stick here. We're still sitting at $89.99, but I'm sure if you keep an eye on this for Black Friday sales, as we ramp closer to that date, you'll either find on Best Buy or other online retailers or perhaps even Amazon that this price will indeed go down. I have seen this as low as 50 Canadian dollars. At that price, I think it's an absolute steal. All right, to just conclude here, I think Logitech has nailed the basics. This is a fantastic keyboard for most people, or as just simply a spare keyboard to have around. If you need something wired, if you're looking for something that's inexpensive but still allows you to get that mechanical typing experience with good quality tactile switches, with nice keycaps, a white backlight so you can fit into the office or pretty much any environment without being too gaudy or too showy with all of your RGB goodness, then this is a great fit. It's got that aluminum top plate, PBT keycaps. These legends are nice and visible. They shine through keycaps as well. And of course, it's, not too heavy, not too light, easily transportable. And most of all, it's got my favorite, the TKL form factor. So overall, a great hit from Logitech. Thanks everybody for watching. That's all I have to say about the Logitech G413 TKL SE. Please leave me a comment below. Do you have this keyboard? What do you think about more budget-oriented offerings? Would you like to see me cover more budget-oriented keyboards and other gaming peripherals on this channel? Leave me a like. Please click that subscribe button. It's free. It does not cost you anything, but it really, really helps out this channel. It helps us rank on the YouTube algorithm so we can continue to grow and bring you more content such as this. Thanks everybody for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.